Ooh, this is something that almost most of my friends, including myself, tend to ignore. We just don't want to see it. Why? Because we are blind. Because subhanAllah, when you get into a relationship, you don't see anything. Ali Kao is back with a new content. Okay, I wanted to make this video because I love human behaviors and psychology, and this is about your partner's behavior in the beginning of a relationship. So pause this video, get your snacks or cup of coffee like me, and let's talk about red flags. Okay, I have listed down many red flags, but I will only highlight 10 of them in this video, and all of these red flags are from my personal experience or my friends, and a few of them are actually from my followers on Instagram that I communicated with them about that topic. So it's gonna be fun. Going through my list is actually, these are definitely red flags. The first one is actually very interesting. It's about the way they treat waiters. Here's the thing. We all know that the beginning of all relationships is all about, I just got a new Lamborghini and I don't know whether to change it with a Rolls Royce or what's more expensive than a Rolls Royce. See, I can't even think like these people. But my point is that the beginning of all relationships is about, impressing the other person. But that's not your objective when you're talking to a waiter. Because first, you think that you're paying for the service you're being provided. And second, you don't have any intentions of being in a relationship with them. So you're not trying to impress the waiter. You're just being yourself with them. And honestly, this is why you need to pay attention meticulously to the way they react to a waiter's mistake. Because this will be the same pattern that they will use with you when you make a mistake in 6 months. Because after 6 months, you should be already impressed and they think that they no longer need to impress you anymore and they will be themselves with you. So pay attention to the way they treat waiters. This is very important. Okay, and the next point is agreeing with everything you say. Now, this sounds very interesting and you might think that your partner is just being very compatible with you and that's great. But the problem here is that they might be agreeing with everything you're saying because they're either not there, they're just not interested. Because honestly, I don't think people are 100% compatible with each other. They should disagree on something. So right there, that's the second red flag. And the third red flag is hiding things from you. So basically, when you feel like they always leave you guessing what they're at or what they're doing, or when you feel like they're keeping you away from their friends and their family, then that's another sign right there. Because if that person is into a fully committed relationship, he or she shouldn't be, hiding you or hiding things from you. The relationship should be based on transparency. I understand and I agree with you. There should be some privacy, but you shouldn't keep them away from your friends, right? And I noticed that a lot at uni. I understand sometimes there should be privacy. It requires privacy if it's agreed by both sides. If both the girl and the guy agree on keeping it in secret for a while until they announce it in public. Just like my favorite couple, Chandler and Monica from Friends. They hid it from everyone, even from their close friends, because they wanted to be sure themselves about their feelings before sharing it with their friends. And that's totally normal. But if both sides agree on that from the beginning, not if the girl feels like the guy is hiding her from people. So that's a flag right there. Flag number 4, they are dismissive of you, which means they always talk down to you and they always make you feel bad. They're very condescending, and if you feel like they are downgrading you, if you feel like they are making fun of you, or if you feel like they're disrespecting your opinions, then that is a red flag right there. So for example, if you're a feminist and you believe in something, they shouldn't make fun of that. There is a difference between disrespect and disagreeing. If you disagree with my point, if you disagree with me, that's totally normal. But if you disrespect my opinion, that's a problem. And that's a red flag right there that most of us don't want to see, because you just want them so bad. Ooh, this is my favorite. This one is very dangerous. If you don't see it, or if you don't notice it from the beginning, well, you definitely notice that from the beginning, but you might find it cute until you want to kill yourself. Red flag number 5 is they get jealous easily all the time. Look, this is not a deal breaker. It's actually cute if the person is, jealous. Soon this can easily make them very paranoid and controlling. And by controlling, I mean they might even interfere in the way you dress up in the future. This is where jealousy gets out of control. It's crazy. This is how I looked and you liked me in the beginning, but wait. No, it's usually the guy who gets jealous of the way that the girl is dressed up. Okay, so let's fix this. You liked her in the beginning and I don't understand why you want to change her now. Wasn't this the same girl you got attracted to in the beginning? Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel. Okay. Ooh, this is something that almost most of my friends, including myself, tend to ignore. We just don't want to see it. Why? Because we are blind. Because subhanAllah, when you get into a relationship, you don't see anything. They make you second guess their feelings all the time. If someone makes me second guess their feelings, if I'm not, if they make me feel like they're not sure about this relationship from the beginning, why are you even in the relationship? God, I broke my phone. Why are you even trying? Why? Find someone else. This tells me that they're either not ready for commitment or they're not as invested in this relationship as you are. It's very simple. I don't know why we don't want to see it. I'm pretty sure you see it and you feel it and you complain about it to your friends, but you just... Okay. So, red flag number 7. This one is very annoying. This is insecurity. This is when they have insecurities. Look, if you feel like your partner is constantly making fun of your accent, your background, your information, if they're making fun of something about you, that means they're just insecure about that. Or sometimes this is actually worse. When you talk about that topic that they're very insecure about, they get angry and you will see a reaction that you don't want to see. Look, if your partner feels insecure about their, their intelligence level, they will always feel like there is a gap between you two. And there will always be a reaction to anything smart that you say. And the problem here is that there is nothing you can do about this unless you communicate that from the beginning with the person. You make them feel like if you are a good observant, you can easily work on that. So basically, if you want that relationship to succeed so much, then you should probably make them feel like that they are not stupid. Again, the decision is yours, but I'm just telling you that this is a red flag because it can get very toxic in the future. Red flag number 8. This one is actually very important. If you don't like their friends, there is a high possibility that you will not like them in the future. And here's why. Again, back to the Lamborghini. No, actually get over a Lamborghini. See, this is something that I am insecure about. Back to the beginning of relationships. In the beginning, you're all about, you're trying to impress the person. And most of the time, you're hiding your true image. The monster behind that face. But if you don't like their friends, there's a problem because I have personally become my friends. you become your friends. When you spend hours with someone who likes to gossip all the time, you would love to gossip as well. So what I mean is that we all become our friends. And in the beginning of a relationship, we might look different because we're acting. But if you don't like their friends, there is a high chance that he or she is just another version of their friends. So I'm just telling you, see it as a red flag. I'm not saying that run away. I'm just saying that consider it as a red flag. Again, the decision is yours. I'm just telling you that these things are red flags that we all need to be very careful about in the beginning of a relationship. Now, the ninth, God, this is very annoying. The ninth red flag is when they complain a lot about their ex. First of all, it was your choice, it's not mine, okay? The reason why you should consider this a red flag is because when someone complains about their ex all the time, that shows two things. First, immaturity. They're not mature enough to realize that it was also their mistake. I mean, both of them were in this relationship together and they both sucked. And that's why they broke up in the end. So, yes, they're immature. They still haven't realized that this was their mistake as well. And number two, irresponsibility. They still can't take a responsibility for something that they have done. This can easily happen to you as well with them. So if he or she is not taking the responsibility for whatever has happened in the past, then I really don't understand why you want to be with that person. Okay, number 10. This is the last one, and I've kept it for the end of the video because I wanted to talk a lot about it, because this one is a bit tricky. It's basically love at first sight. Law. Look, when we find someone in the beginning, and especially when there is a person that you have a crush on for so long, you develop this great, perfect image in your head. And, once you meet them, you start realizing that it's not matching with whatever you had in your head. When you realize that you are in love with that person from the first date, this is a red flag right there. And let me tell you why. First of all, no one is perfect. I consider myself someone with thousands of flaws. I have many flaws. And if you are my friend or if you know me, you know that I have flaws as well. And we all do. So it's not rational when you think that someone is just perfect for you. Look, you might think that this person is perfect because he or she might have one of the qualities that you have said for your significant other. But having one great quality doesn't make them great people. If you think from the beginning that this person is perfect, this person is amazing, and you're already in love with them, that means there's something wrong with you. And we are humans, we do that. We create images for people in our head. So what that tells me is that you are not in love with a person, you are just in love with an idea. You're in love with that image you have created for them in your head. Yeah, this was a very long video, and these were all different red flags. I'm pretty sure there are many other red flags, but I wanted to highlight on only these 10 red flags. And again, this is my opinion, this is my personal opinion. You might disagree with them, but I still think you should consider them as red flags for you to work on with your partner. I'm not saying if you see or notice any of the red flags I mentioned in this video, you should run away. No, I'm not saying that. You should just work on them with your partner. Maybe you can communicate with your partner about something you don't like. For example, if you feel like they're hiding things from you, or if you feel like they're hiding you from people, communicate that with them. There's a problem with us. We're not open and very honest with each other from the beginning, and that's why red flags become black flags. Okay, I talked a lot again in this video, but please let me know if you have noticed or observed other red flags in your previous relationships. I would love to hear them. Write them down in the comment section below. But if you enjoyed this video, and if you think that you are interested in psychology, human behaviors related topics, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. And if you're also interested in piano covers, you should still subscribe to this channel, because I have a special playlist that you can click on right now and watch my covers. Stay safe and healthy until I see you again in my next video. If you only see this mess, it's like there's a table in front of me, there are wires everywhere.